And we are back. Did you miss me? so, uh, off a little longer than I had originally anticipated because I forgot I told my friend I'd go help him with the music video that he was making for his band. And so, yeah, I had to go do that after lunch. But we're back. I did play a little bit. It's snowing. Hello. I ran around collecting some more wood, as you can see down there in my hotbar. I've got a whole bunch of wood. I just kind of randomly went through forest instead of clear cutting completely. I just randomly picked. How many times am I going to say randomly? Picked a tree here and there to go. And also, there's no damage in this. I probably should rock down that, but oh, maybe they'll eventually add it. I've also been busy down here, as you can see. I've been digging out the wall a little bit to give some more space. Whee! Let's see if we can get that out of the way. That's still in the way. There we go. I've just cleared out a bit more. And as also you can probably notice, the change in amount of money I have has gone up because I've just been dumping it straight into the hopper, which has been dumping it straight into the sell point. So... and this guy's been cranking away trying to get all these things built. Oh, hey, we got a bunch of floors. Actually, I want to throw these in there also. What do we need? Can we do 100? Sure. 100 wood beams. How much do these take? 200, 200. Okay. 200, 200. Oh, to get 100. So I'd be able to make 50 once those are all done, which is going to be in about 20 minutes. But in the meantime, let's continue. Are we on snap build? Let's go to grid build. These don't have to. So the one thing I'm worried about grid build is if you're building like conveyors and stuff, I don't know. I've seen issues where sometimes they will spill out in between things because they don't really connect. Let's see if we can get in here. If you didn't, so if you build this by grid mode and connect it to here, sometimes it might not fully connect and it'll just like dump stuff out. So as a caveat to that, if I use snap, it usually works just fine. So use snap mode to build your conveyors and machines together. Use grid mode to build things that don't matter if they don't fully connect. As long as they look like they connect, it should be fine. Does that make sense? Just a little tip, I guess, if you want to take... oops. Oh, see, that's the other nice thing about grid mode is you can put floating things over there and it doesn't matter. Come on, why don't you build there first? And I'm out. Well, we have a bigger area now. That's actually flat. And I've found some coal here. Obviously, there's coal there. There's coal there. Got little bits of coal everywhere right in this area, which is kind of convenient because coal sells for more than dirt. Also, I believe this is pay dirt. Let's find out. Yep, pay dirt. So, I want to start separating this stuff out, especially the pay dirt. So instead of just dumping everything into there, I want to collect the pay dirt because I want to make... let's see, not buildings. The buildings, yeah, workbenches. I want one of these. Let's buy that. Let's just stick this guy. Oops. For now. No. Come back. No, the other way. Other way. That way. Because if you throw pay dirt into this, if you have 5 of them, which I do, we can queue up 1 gold ore in 30 seconds. Not a great way to do it personally, but hey, a little bit of extra ore. However, what I want to do is take shovel loads of that stuff, stick it in there, and send it down like a sluice, which is production. So there's a sluice box and there's a wash plant. The difference is the wash plant pulls these items out, gold ore, diamond ore, ruby ore, and silicon, and sends everything else through. So pay dirt comes in, dirt and all those come out, period. Which, if you're putting it into like a storage container or something, that works great. The sluice box, on the other hand, pay dirt goes in, the gold, diamond, ruby, and silicon stays in its own inventory, and it sends dirt through. The beauty about that is I can then send the dirt into this. And we don't really need... Oh, coal's still gonna... Do we want to separate coal? I guess right now I don't need to. So I think I'll just... So, and coal will end up going just passing through as well. So that's what I want to do. Let's take that out. Let's... Did I buy the sluice box? I don't think I did. Buy the sluice box. So if that's going to sit clear up there... We don't need this guy. But we want him up there. So hold that guy up. And we won't need this guy or this guy. We can stick it there. That looks alright. Don't need that guy either then. For now there's no pipes. I think that's what they're working on right now, so we don't have to worry about hooking anything up to the pipe for now, but in future that could be there. But now, oh, and that probably changes our power usage. Yeah, now we're up to 239. But we didn't go over our 500, so we're still good. So sending everything... Actually, you know what's even would be better? Got the money to do it. Let's get the... Is it the trommel? Any material comes in, it pulls out coal and everything else. Separate, and then throws dirt and pay dirt that way. I think I already decided I don't need to put the coal out, right? What's the shaker screen do? Coal, blasted rock, and crushed rock comes out the top, or out front, and the back sends everything else out. Nah, we'll just stick to the sluice box right now, and we'll just sell the dirt and the coal. No, yep, that thing. And then, so we're gonna need this guy. Go up higher. Oh, is that, no, I need it up there. Will that work? Okay. Kind of. Will that work? Maybe we should buy a drop thing. This guy. The chute. Yeah. I don't like it. Maybe a single. Where's the 1x1? Straight one piece? Just stick a one piece on there and then the chute. Yeah, that should work. Now let's... why doesn't that work? Okay. Now let's dig out our cell point here so it's not in the ground. Which is actually kind of funny because we placed this dirt. Dig this all out a little bit. Come over here. We're going to need to place some dirt under that guy. Get this all dug out so that it's not clipping inside. Which means we should probably just dig this whole corner out now that we don't need it. Actually, can I raise this? No, that's kind of where it needs to be, huh? Okay, well, what if we just stick this... that is not lined up at all, is it? I thought that was grid built. So confused. Alright, well, let's stick these guys in here. It's a lot of digging out. I don't really want to dig that much out. Why did I go all the way around? What if we snap to the bottom. Oh, we can't snap to the bottom of that. Oh. Why? Why not? Good build. Either puts it clear down there or clear up inside it. Does that look weird? Yes. Very. What happens if I stick that on top of that? Either way, we need to cut this out. So let's cut all this dirt out. And stick that guy back in. Do we have some more of these built yet? Yes, we do. Sweet. Stick that guy in, and that guy, and that guy, and then tink tink. Is that right? Nope, that is not right. Let's try that again. And tink tink. Is that better? Yeah, that's better. And it's still high. That works. Okay, let's continue that out. So now, we can stick all of these around. We got plenty of dirt. We'll just pile it underneath here. Almost like we you know, graded it and meant to have a building on this hill. Like it was intentional. Okay. I think we can probably just pack this down a little bit. Make it a little smoother. And yeah, well, this side needs to be dug out a bit. Have some choppy pick. Alrighty. Come on, get in there. Alrighty, so now what'll happen when we send coal and dirt through, that should just come straight out and get dumped inside there. Dirt, in theory the coal should be also, but let's get some pay dirt and I'll show you what I mean with that. Come on, oh, hey, helps to actually hit the accelerator, not the brake. Oh, and also change gears. Come on. Get some of that pay dirt. Yeah, there we go. Reverse. Get out of the hole that I just dug. Now that I just smoothed all that off over. Come on. Now, this pay dirt will go in. That is pay dirt, right? Yeah, see a whole bunch of pay dirt. It comes through. And we get gold, ruby, silicon, and diamond ore. Alright, look at that. So that's what this stuff gives us. That gives us better items. And if we process them a little bit, it's worth even more money. Oh, what the hell happened there? What was that? Did I spill some? A weird random bulge. Okay, that should be done processing, right? Okay. So now we'll pull all those out. And instead of making one gold ore for five pay dirt, we throw these things in here. Oh, not the silicon ore. We crank that up and we make all the diamonds and rubies we can. And after a couple of minutes, we'll have actual diamonds and rubies instead of just the ore, and we can sell that. So, pretty cool. And it sells for a lot more. Here, I'll show you. Let's cancel both of those. What was it? Oh, no. Right click pulls one off. So there's one diamond ore. And then there's one diamond. Let's make a ruby real quick. One ruby ore. And after 9 more seconds, we'll get a ruby. Eventually. Okay, there's our ruby. Oh, crap. Didn't want to use up my diamonds and... What the heck happened? Where did... What? It ate my diamond. Or my ore. Okay, so because... Okay, so we got 3 diamonds. We did those 3, and we got 5 ruby. Normally I wouldn't have to do this, but I don't want it to eat what's in my inventory. Okay, so I can show you guys. So ruby ore gives you 34 bucks. A ruby gives you 193. The hell of an increase for a little bit of processing. Diamond, 33 bucks for the ore. Diamond itself, 186. Worth it. So yeah, process those, make a ton more. Similar will happen with gold ore. Like if 1 gold ore would sell for 32 bucks, 1 silicone ore would be 36 bucks. To process those, yeah, we got plenty of money. We need a smelter. This guy, 15 grand. Where are we gonna stick this guy? We don't really have a base yet, and I don't want to. Oh, this thing's huge. Massive. It's still going to be in the way. Yeah, I'm going to end up running into this thing. However, let's go 1 gold, 1 silicon. Only a few seconds for each of those, which will be convenient. Because then I can... Okay, 1 of those, 1 of those, 1 of those. Okay. So processed versions of these... Like I said, 36 for the silicone ore, 56 for the silicone ingot. 32 for the gold ore, 147 for the gold ingot. So, and the beauty is, you can just have this... Why isn't this going into storage? The control? There it is. Control left click. Haha. The beauty of it is... we can just let it do that while we're digging more and collecting more stuff and getting more diamonds and rubies and more gold and silicone to then just sell $1,000 in rubies. Look, yeah. You could also sell the processed items for more than what the logs would sell for, but right now I'm using those because I need a lot of foundations. But yeah, this way... I assume the coal's actually going out. I guess the only way to know for sure that coal is actually... Let's do a test real quick. Just to make sure. I think it's in conveyors. Yeah, let's buy a storage bin. It'll just be a floaty storage bin temporarily, because this is just for testing. Let's make sure the coal is actually getting through and not just disappearing. And it's not just becoming dirt or something. So dirt at the end of this scoop, I should have... There's coal, there's pay dirt. There might even be a little bit of actual dirt. Whoops, I didn't mean to turn my lights on there. Microphone's kind of in the way of the steering wheel from spinning very well, efficiently. Okay, shut that back off. Out of here. So there is definitely coal going through the system. And coal's passing through there. Okay, yeah, coal and dirt both come out. And we get this from the pay dirt. Because there is also pay... Oh, that's already through. Okay, that answered the question. So this we will get rid of because we don't actually want floaty... Whoa, come on. Put back our chute. And can we? Straight piece. Shoot, no, there's not a conveyor. There's another smaller hopper that you can also put stuff in and consume it. Oh wow, yeah, call those for good money. Let's sell our storage bin for right now too, because we're not storing anything at the moment. we're just allowing this to collect our gold, diamonds, rubies, and silicon so that we can then process them for better items. Yeah, that's where we're at. I do want to keep building more wooden platforms so that we can kind of get a building right here. Come on, reverse, reverse. You can do it. You can do it. Okay. Little loader that could. Thinking my next purchase should be another loader. The next loader. Oh, there's a little spillage. Why does it feel like it's going so much slower than it was earlier? Is that going? Same gear. Interesting. Whoa! 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 No! Don't tip over! Oh, I'm dumping it. I'm tipped over enough to dump out the load. That was dangerous. Okay, let's try maybe. Oh, no! Wait. Pick up the bucket. Pick up the bucket. Don't make a mess. You're making a mess. Yeah, how much do I need for the next loader? Yeah, there's a big hole over here now, isn't there? No, yep, I'm falling into it. Oh, get out of the hole. Okay, out of curiosity, what is the next good loader that we want to purchase? 100. See, so this is the one we have. It's 6.5 cubic meters. This one's the same. This one's 7.3. This one's 7.3. Well, that's only 78,000 for the same bucket size. 155 is 6.8, so that's actually even smaller. Interesting. 234 for the L11. Definitely want that. That's going to be a while before I can get... Actually, maybe not. I already had 125. So, I think the differences here is the Arvik L8 is new. The Arvik L8000 is used. But it's so much cheaper. Otherwise, they're pretty much the same machine. No, they're different shapes. Look at the back ends. Same thing with those. I was thinking those would be the same machine, but one was used. Same size, though. 7.3, 7.3. Oh, this one's actually even heavier. That's actually a better machine. 518 horsepower. It's even got more horsepower. Well, fuck. If we're going to go to that level, we'll buy this guy. This one's 10 cubic meters. That's 20. That's the ways away. Level 45. That's only 6.7 and super expensive. So I guess this is ultimately the one we want to go after. Do we want to wait for that, or do we want to just snag this one and get some bigger loads? How much does a bucket make us right now, roughly? We get a little bit of pay dirt, get maybe some coal. That's probably too early. Whoa, well, I got a full bucket already. Whatever it is, it's going in the hopper. I think it's more pay dirt anyway, so that's good. Let's see, let's dump that in. Each bucket load. The coal and the dirt doesn't really make us a lot. Maybe 1,000. But how much does all this stuff make us? There's still more stuff going through. How much are you still got processing? Okay. Yeah, a little over 1,000 for the dirt and coal. And if we throw the silicon, no, not the silicon. Diamonds and rubies. Gold and silicon. 112, 4 grand, 193. So that one doesn't count because that was already before. So that was made us another 4 grand. So we made about $1,000 for the dirt and the coal. That's going to be a few minutes. That's going to be several minutes. So in the meantime, we'll just keep going with this until we know for sure. So we'll grab a couple more buckets while those are processing. Oh, why did I get stuck? Come on. Forward. Forward march. Oh, don't tip over. Don't tip over. Come on. Come on. Little tractor that could. Reverse. Come on. Come on. Get out of the hole. Oh, we got to pave over that. That hole's going to tip us over. Turn. Am I going to make it? Turn sharper. Okay, I need to get... Let's put the brake on. I should probably really shut that off, especially with fuel being higher usage. Let's kill our messed up holes that we've been digging ourselves. What is that? Flowers? Oh wow, yeah, we've really... Okay, let's try this again. Reverse. This way? Nope, there's a hole that way too. Fuck. Get up, get up, get up, come on. Okay. We're just digging holes everywhere we go. Oh boy. Burn. That's still... So the animations on those let you know if they're still processing or not. So the water on the sluice and the drinking bird mechanism over there with the smelter. So while those are still processing, we'll just keep grabbing some more loads. I'm going to back into that smelter doing this. Luckily, there's no damages to buildings. That way. I don't think it damages your equipment either, but maybe I'm wrong. 'Cause I know there is damage to equipment, but I think it's just when you overload it and just over time as you use it. Oh, yeah, there's the smelter. Found it. Try again. Reverse. Knew that thing was going to be in the way there. Alright, let's get another load here. Come on, come on. Yep. Got a hole. Don't raise it so high. Tractor's getting dirty. And just the coal and dirt I've been making. Is those still going? Those are still going. Okay. Guess we'll just keep getting more buckets until those are done. Well, I really should stop running into that smelter. It's not good on the equipment, man. Oh, come on. Come on. Get the leverage. Get the leverage. There we go. Been digging too deep. Not keeping it smooth. Okay, the sluice is done. Hopefully it means the smelter is almost done. Okay, it is done. Okay, so we got about 1,000, maybe a little more from that. And then 1,200, 1,500, $3,000. Another probably about 5,000 bucks per bucket load. That ain't bad at all. Especially when a few more bucket loads gave us all that. Tink, tink. And soup. Tink, tink. Oh, that's gonna be a while. Holy crap, cool. Made more wood beams than I thought we would have. There's 50 more those. Let's do another 100. Actually, do all those that I can. And then do 100 wood beams, do 100 wood planks. And we'll see where we're at that point. That's going to take quite a while. Okay, so we're at 140, so $5,000 per bucket load-ish. So this should make us another $15,000 from where we were. So another $10,000 probably where we're at. That's still going to take a while. Let's go ahead and get the 10. So let's go to, wait, where is it under here? Yeah, vehicles. Oh wait, no. I want my GPS off of this guy. So you can have your beacon. Hey, take this off. Why can't I take this off? Can I take it off to here? Oh, that'll work. I put it in the inventory, huh? The hydraulic hose is actually still fine. I want the blue paint though. See, and then interesting thing also about when you take the paint off, it just goes steel, which actually isn't bad anyways. But okay, back to what we were doing. Vehicles, return to inventory. Why? Because I'm going to sell you. Not terrible. I think we paid, what, 48 grand for it, so not bad. Now we have 173 to buy this guy, because this is more horsepower, more weight, and the same capacity as this guy. That boggles my mind. And for more than $100,000 cheaper. But ultimately I want that guy, which we're still 50 grand away from. So let's get that guy. Let's place him right there. Helicopter comes in, drops off our machine. Yeah, look how much bigger this guy is. Fuck yeah. Pop inside. Say, fuck you, yellow. We want blue. And fuck you, beacon. We want GPS. Pop up. Now it's blue. With an antenna. Let's just sell the yellow. 39 bucks. And the beacon doesn't really matter. Not going to use it anyway. Wait. New tractor. Whoa. That was close. Zoom in. Okay, let's get this to our floor height that we actually want. So maybe there. That's where we want. Yes. Cut that off. The problem is we've already got a really big hole. I don't want to mine out some of this coal. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. I don't even know if you guys can hear me when I'm talking to myself like that. Let's get rid of that little bits. Smack this a little smoother. Ultimately, we really want to get some concrete in here, but we need to find iron for that. Or at least like rock that we can then blast apart and run through a frother, and we can get iron that way. For now, we're just getting pay dirt so we can make money, which isn't bad, but we need to find some iron ore so that we can make some barrels and some concrete, get some water for the concrete, and rock. Oh, we need rock anyways for the gravel, don't we? Well, I guess if we just keep digging into the mountain, we should find it eventually, right? So what if we... Of course, that coal vein is going kitty corner from the grid. Where is this guy at and making more floors? There. That 3 is not going to be big enough for this machine, is it? This machine's much bigger than the last one we had. And it kind of seems weird using a wooden floor. Oh, we're out of... Oh. This side's not as bad. Yeah, that should work. So let's go that way. And maybe also a little bit that way just to clear off this. Maybe we can make like a road that goes around this valley eventually. Maybe eventually get like a bulldozer or something and send it through. Do we have any more in there? We haven't put any more buckets in, have we? Those are still processing. I mean, I can sell what we have, but I'm not needing to buy anything right now. I'm wanting to... Hold on, I need to grab a light. Not going very far. It's getting dark here. There, I have some light. There we go. Squeeze back in. Okay. Sorry about that for tracking. Eyeball tracking as I'm moving around. Okay, is this straight? Doesn't look straight. Just that. Okay. Forward march. Oh, that's what we need to do. So the last one, let's shut that off. Last one gave us about $5,000 per bucket load, right? Got 4.5 minutes. That's got less than a minute. Yeah, we kind of need to get rid of all these other things. You know what? For science, I don't want to wait. We'll just sell all this stuff. Where's this at? 18 more seconds? Fuck it. For science. Gonna sell... I think 10 grand. Nice. Okay. And let's throw these in there for now. Okay. So before, one bucket was making us about $5,000. Pay dirt and coal-ish. Oh, oh. This one's going to be pretty much all coal. I don't know if we got much pay dirt in that. And I know this is not super scientific because one bucket isn't the same as each between the two because the other one probably had a lot more pay dirt. But let's see how much just that dirt and coal makes us. See, that's already made us $2,000 in dirt and coal. 3,000. That all processed? That is. Did we get any pay dirt in it? We did not. It was all coal. But we made $5,000 in coal. So, sweet. This one's probably more coal than pay dirt also, but it's got pay dirt in it at least. Oh, let me hit the smelter again. I really need to get more of the clearance back here. There's a nice 50-50 load. Either way, we know this is making us more money. We were just trying to see how much each bucket load made us before-ish to determine if we wanted to wait for the $234,000, which I didn't want to wait. There's that smelter. Can't really see over the over the seat and stuff. But yeah, these are much bigger loads, which is great. And once we get to a couple 100,000, I would definitely like to buy that D11. Yeah, this is... You'd be surprised at how much just a couple of cubic yards make when it's every single bucket. It adds up pretty good, which is pretty cool. Get some more, just some straight dirt on this one. And eventually, what I'd like to do is build out a plant that... Oh, fuck. Am I going to miss most? I don't know what I did there. Alright. This is fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But, yeah, we'll build out a factory that, like, separates things. Separates the coal, separates all the iron and ore, any ores that we might dump into it. Turns the pay dirt into ores that we can then... Wow, this thing's already low on fuel. And also like produces gravel so that we can turn that into froth, but also into concrete, so that we can actually pave into a mine. And instead of this wooden floor, we actually have a concrete floor. Whoa, whoa, am I in? I'm in, okay. Is that what she said? Wait. That's not right. That doesn't work at all. Are you in with you? That's what she said. Am I? Well, never mind. That was terrible. Terrible joke. Terrible, terrible. Terrible. Whoa! And my monitor, if you were seeing my last one, my monitor's okay, it's back. I need to take my main monitor. Well, it's a double-edged sword. If I take it off the battery back up and then something happens, I lose my main monitor from being able to save and shut down my computer. But because the compressor on the fridge freaks it out, keeps shutting the monitor off. I don't know. It didn't last very long this time, so it wasn't that big a deal. Sometimes it's a full 15 seconds or so before it comes back, and if I'm in the middle of like an action game or something, it can cause I can die in that time frame. So I wonder how deep we should make this. Oh, let's back up more this time so we don't have to do 2-point turn. Problem is that smelter's kind of in the way. I need to build a smelting and sluicing area separate from where I'm digging. So it's not here in the way that I keep backing into shit. Okay, we're already up to almost 150 grand again. Just in dirt and coal selling. What do we got in here? Did we get everything already processed? No, we didn't even pick anything up. So make all the diamonds and rubies. Make all the gold and silicon gold. There we go. Where are we at on the wood stuffs? Oh, we got 22 more floors. I'm thinking maybe we should build like down here and start building like a building for this stuff. We got 15. Got 22 floors. What if we continue? Let's see. Let's build here. Think. That's what, 8? 9. Come on. 12, 13, 14, 15. We need one more. Is that building them? That is not, but we can. One. 4. And we also gotta. Oh, come on. Alright. Okay. It's kind of weird that you have to look at the piece next to the one that you want to place. And we'll get a foundation underneath there. I do need some dirt. So let's shut this off temporarily. Grab a load. Dirt over here. Probably some coal too, but that's okay. If you ever need a bunch of dirt, just shut off your hopper, throw a bucket in, hit return. Now I got a fuck ton of dirt. and then I can turn that back on. All right. Now, we can just come over here and auto saving, no terraforming. Okay, we're done. And give us a good dirt foundation for our little building foundation, or at least platform base. We kind of want to keep this level actually because we need to be able to walk onto it. Okay, so that's cooking away. Is that even gonna fit on there? Because that's like massive. How much you got left? 4 minutes. We'll resume you momentarily. Need the sledgehammer, and preferably this guy in there. Thing is just massive. Want it there, but spun around. Yes. Wow. Yeah, that takes up most of our platform. Alright. Continue building your gold. Just sell. Yeah. Probably put the sluice on the side there. Is that right? This guy, we still got 6 minutes, but that's okay. Oh, wash plant, not sluice. Oh, jump, jumpity, jump, jump. And spin, spin. Yeah, that can go there. Yep. Okay. Cool. Got things to sell. 2,500 in diamonds, 385 there. And then our workbench hasn't actually really been in the way. Not any more than the fuel bin there. So, I don't know, I guess that can stay for now. Yeah, that'll work. They're out of the way. Hopefully I'll stop running this. Now I'll stop running into the smelter. We can continue moving dirt here and clearing out a section for an exit area, like a road. I wonder if I should go do some prospecting and see if I can find me an iron ore. Iron ore that's near the surface. So that I can, and then we can like build a second mine over there or something. Process ore. Or process iron. Which then we can bring back to over here. I don't know. I'm not sure what I want to do. Maybe you guys can help me out. Whoa! Apparently it wanted to try to tip over. That would not be fun. It makes a mess when you tip over. Alrighty, so I guess, yeah, we're just gonna keep going this way for the road, and I don't know. The other two dark spots that were up this mountain were both coal. Is this just all coal this direction? Honestly, we might be able to, we should probably keep this loader for now. Even if we buy the D11. That way if we do a second mine, we've already got a loader ready to go. Because we'll need to buy a truck to do the transporting. Whoa. Tilty tilty. Since we can't smelt yet, we can only iron ore it. I know I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between the two things that I'm trying to dig out, but it all goes to the same place. It all needs to be done. I'm just kind of poking at both spots. That one over there is actually might cause some problems anyway. Because I think I dug a little too low over here. Be careful when digging the floor. Don't go too low like I just did. Fuck. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Go down, go down. Whee! Let's not do that again. What is that, a standy? What is those called? Nose? Right, you know, wheelie is usually when your front wheels come off the ground. Your back wheels come off the ground. I can't remember what it is, what it's called. Usually when I went that far, I just ended up tumbling over my handlebars. Never very good at bicycle tricks. In fact, one of the many times that I've had stitches in the back of my head was I was riding around with no hands. I used to ride all the time with no hands. It wasn't a big deal, but I ended up hitting a rock or something just right and crashed pretty hard. I ended up having to get 3 stitches in the back of my head, which isn't much. It was just a small gash, but I was like 10, so clearly it was rough for me at the time. Still have the scar in the back of my head. Ended up falling on a hinge a few years later. On a door hinge, fell backwards on a door hinge and got 3 stitches again in the back of my head. Kind of amusing. The only time I've really had stitches is either on my skull from trying to crack my head open, or when they had to take a wisdom tooth out. The thing grew in sideways, and you had to cut it out piece by piece. That was rough. What was I waiting on? Was I waiting on those to process down there? Not really. I'm just kind of going through the motions at the moment, aren't I? Waiting on wood to be produced, huh? That's what it is. Need more foundations, more floors so that I can get more production running. I hope that's building. Problem is, there's no animations on the wood workbench, so I can't just look over at it and see if it's still working. It does have sounds, though. I can't hear it over the vehicle. I guess I just gotta go over and check it out. Shut that off so we don't waste fuel. Oh, you've got a long ways to go. Okay, that's going to be at that a while. We can go ahead and take this stuff out, run it over here. These guys are done processing. Get all our diamond and rubies. Get all of our silicon and gold. Sell what we made. I can sell that dirt now too. Alrighty. And just kind of rinse and repeat, sadly. Actually, I still got some more floors. Let's expand this since I made a big hole. I can't. Oh, that's it. I'm out. That I dug a little too deep on the side here. Means we can smack this stuff down. Waka waka. Kind of like waka waka. Waka waka waka. Oh, there's some funky shapes, huh? Well, coming along, so if you go too deep, it will actually start to collapse on you, which is interesting. I haven't really had much problems with the collapses. But I haven't really dug a huge... Oh, alright, I guess I'm falling. A huge area out with the... I mean, in my Arctic map that I was learning on, I had a pretty good deep hole that I actually had to like, I drove down quite a ways into it and was digging out a huge, I found a big coal vein, and it was the first ore I found again. Like, I hadn't even found, wait, no, I did find some pay dirt there on the outside, but I had to blast through a ton of like just bedrock. Like eventually the loaders couldn't even dig into it. I had to actually blow it up with dynamite to get into it. And so I was just, I found gravel before I really found ore. But I didn't really have too much issues with collapses on that. I mean, it collapsed a little bit, but really that just helped because coal was what was collapsing, and I was able to just muck it up and throw it in the hopper. It was great. And I had just started steel production on that. But I had dug quite a bit into a mine. I'm trying to decide, should I start going down, maybe, into this mine? Or do we just strip mine it? Questions, questions, decisions, decisions. What do we want to do? Why is that still tipping over so much? That's pretty flat. Well, it was. Doesn't look very flat anymore. Whoa! Too far. Too far. Pay attention to where you're sending your bucket, buddy. See if we can try and flatten this out a little better. So we can actually create a bit of an outlet over here for the road. This game would be a lot more fun multiplayer, I think. You got a couple people running around or digging stuff, building factory, running different machines. That didn't work out. Try that again. There we go. This would be really fun, especially if you can get like 4 or 5 people running around doing stuff. Followers. Still waiting for my first follower. One day. One day. Funny, the other stream I did earlier, very first stream ever on this channel, I think. I don't think I've ever streamed on AmanShadar. I had like 7 people visit and view. I was like, wow, I had no idea anyone was there, because to be honest, I didn't know how to use Twitch, and now I can see that I've only got 1 viewer, unless it's just not refreshing, which I guess is possible. Is there anywhere else that might be listed? Not really. That should be refreshing. It refreshed the title. I don't know. But anyway, I used to only do YouTube, but I've never streamed on my AmanShadar channel on YouTube. I just had uploaded videos. And so I was trying to set OBS up to stream to it, and it just kept saying, can't find server, can't find server. And I'm like, what's going on? And it turns out it's because I'd never set my channel up to live stream, because I'd never thought about it with that one. I had my old channel, The Drunken Gamer, and so I select the button to let it live stream, and you have to wait 24 hours before you can actually stream. I'm like, oh, well, let's try Twitch, and hence I'm here. So I might do some streams on YouTube, but I might just stick with Twitch at this point, since it let me stream immediately. Maybe I did set it up before and had it ready to go and just never utilized it. I don't know. But AmanShadar was usually just my main channel that I used to view things, and my streaming and channel, to show gaming and stuff, was The Drunken Gamer. The problem with that is I could never really do a schedule, I might be able to do weekends better. Well, of course, the summer coming in, I'm going to be out a lot. I don't know. It's hard for me to do a schedule for gaming, which I know isn't conducive much for streaming. But we'll do what I can for now. But yeah, with the Drunken Gamer, I definitely didn't want to schedule drinking. That's just not healthy. And I was actually surprised I kept that channel going as long as I did. And I actually had a lot of videos recorded when I stopped posting, but my video editing software died on me. And didn't feel like, when I tried to learn a new system, couldn't get it to work right, I'm not a fan of the video editing part. It's just not my forte, I guess. And so I'm like, I need a video editor or something, but I can't afford to pay anybody. So I need someone that's willing to learn and grow with me. And I actually found one. My friend's son decided he wants to do that stuff. He enjoys video editing, and so he started working on some stuff for me. But that's also the same time frame that I just kind of stopped being in the mood to record, and so I didn't really pursue it as much as I should have. And so, yeah. But here I am back after a few years. I'll probably get in touch with him and see if he wants to edit these videos down. Maybe, I'll just record the live streams and he can edit them into VODs for YouTube, and I can upload them that way. I actually tried to upload the first stream. I did upload the first stream to YouTube, but the way I have the settings set up, it didn't have any audio. Because I have the audio stream split. One for the game and one for the microphone, so that you can, if one is too loud or something, you can adjust volumes separately. But I forgot to have it record the main audio file, so all the audio streams are in there, but when you upload it to YouTube, it only uses the first one, and the first one was muted, so it needed 2 and 3 overlapping, and it didn't work. So 10 gig file uploaded, published, ready to go, ready to view. No sound. no speaking sound. I think there was some game sounds. That doesn't make any sense. No, I think it was just glitching. It was just like weird static. So I'm not sure what happened at all with that. So, but maybe if I can get with Dark Knight again, maybe he'd be interested in playing around and editing the videos down, and maybe we can get some more uploads for AmanShadar instead of the Drunken Gamer. If you are interested in any of my Drunken Gamer stuff, some of them are pretty funny. But bear in mind, alcohol is involved. I was drinking, I was talking about alcohol a lot, so there's all that. Lots of swearing. I've been trying to keep swearing down. I should probably be better at that anyway. I don't have much of a filter. So, oh, I'm not even paying attention. We have enough to buy our D11. And I haven't even, wow, what do we got in here? Oh, we got a bunch of gold. Whee! Well, this is already done producing all our diamonds and rubies. Let's produce some more. And you just finished. How convenient. Let's produce some more. So all that, 4.5 grand there. Alrighty. We can buy our next big loader. And that will get us cutting through even faster. 260. We can actually buy that and the GPS GPS, GPS, GPS. Yes. And paint. Fuck yeah. There we go. Now we have a whole new loader. This guy we are going to keep. I'm just going to, I don't know, park him somewhere. We're not going... Nope, 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 nope. I'm not going this way much yet. So what if I park this guy down here? Whee! Fuel low, mother. Crap. I know I'm not going to be using it right now, but I don't want it to... Come on. Come on. Come on. Almost there. What am I rubbing up against? I can't see. I can't see. Reverse. There we go. Whew. Oh, did we make it? Yeah, we did. Whee! Whoa! Riding cowboy. He does not like to go uphill backwards. Okay, we're going to park this guy right here. Shut it off, parking brake on. You're a very short-lived friend, but we'll keep you around. Because, why not? Now, big boy. Oh, that is turned. It's just freaking massive. In comes the helicopter, drops off our big guy. Look at this guy. This thing's massive. Big old bucket. Much bigger than the other one over there. Big old butt, too. Engine is huge. The cool thing about this one... okay. Is it's got open spots. I can just throw this in one of those, and I don't have to take a lot out. But look at all those lights. Holy crap. When this thing turns on, it blinds you. Very bright. Look at all them lights. Freaking everywhere, man. That's got a horn. Oh, no. Oh, hey, check that out. That's our... Now, that's kind of cool. That wasn't the button I thought it was. This is... We have a horn! I mean, the other ones have a horn too, but... we don't need that. I'm going to leave that on. That's kind of fun. Even though you'll never see it. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Now... How much bigger of a bucket do we have? Oh, we gotta reset our thing anyway. Why am I upside down? Thing was upside down. There we go. Zip, 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 zip. Come over here. Let's set our GPS. That's about right. It's kind of angled, huh? A little bit. Bam. Okay. Not E. Oh, well, that works. Okay. Forward. March. Okay, so the difference with this one is it has got much more reach. See, that's already in there. In fact, some of it might have been out the back. So we might need to actually build some walls for that hopper to contain this. Okay, I don't know what's happening there. I can hear it digging, but it wasn't... Oh, nope, 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 come on. Okay. Like it was like dumping it out as quickly as it was digging it up. We check on our workbench. Yeah, look at, I'm already back up to 15,000. It's still chugging away. Got another gold ore right at the last second. Do. And over here. Throw some more. Actually, we'll just stick the diamond ore and silicone ore in there since we got a whole bunch. And that's going to take a half an hour on its own. Same thing with these. Guess we can cancel those and reset it. How much is 56 bars of ore? Gold worth 8 grand. 4 grand for diamonds. 39 bucks for yellow paint that we don't want. Well, and I could just keep digging, but I kind of want to move on. I want to get some more separation involved, or really it's just going to take... We've almost got this section out to where we can start kind of building a road over here. Let's concentrate on that right now. Don't really need the money. Although I would like to find some iron so that I can start making concrete. That would be convenient. Oh, pretty rough. Maybe we should smooth that out some. Never actually played on this map, so I'm not sure where to look for anything. I've not seen anyone play on this map. That's why I wanted to choose it, because I wanted to explore it completely firsthand. Like, Splitsy and Capac are on the Minetown one. Most people playing right now are using Scandinavia, which I played on Scandinavia too. That's actually a pretty cool map. Really pretty. So is this one though. It's, hilly trees. But I guess with that one, you've actually got to go pretty deep to get to the ores. So, which would be... This thing is already... I don't think they're coming full on fuel. Well, that's already loaded. Come on. Yeah, this thing's much more powerful than the other one. So, I don't know. So I wanted to play on a map that was still pretty, but I hadn't seen yet. Like Corbo, I think, is also playing on Scandinavia. His Season 3 was on Minetown. Quad Thumb is playing on Scandinavia. What's the other guy? Split in Two. He's got... I don't know what map he's on. Last I seen. I think the only ones that I've seen is... he had a Season 5, but it was on this big dam map that they was clearly had extensively modified already. It was pretty cool. They've got a whole bunch of people that get together and play, and they make some cool stuff. And they're running some massive machinery, which I've got a long ways to go before I get there. Like, also the levels, if you notice, I'm a Field Service Tech Tier 2. Most of those guys are like level 70. Not Splitsy. Well, I guess not all of them. Capat... not Capat. Split in Two is level 70. He's... I think it's King of the Klondike. And I've seen some other random videos that were... There was people that were doing a time-lapse. It was kind of neat, because they were actually building roads and stuff of an actual city named Hell, actually. It was, the series was called Road to Hell. Which is really cool how they were making it work. Instead of using asphalt though for the roads, they were just using steel and just coloring it black. But they were also using like steel walls on their side, just barely on the edge, so you can have the white lines and stuff. And they were doing a pretty good job. It was pretty cool. See, they were King of the Klondike as well, level 70. You gotta, I can't imagine the amount of hours you've got to put into this game to get that high. I mean, I've been playing for probably going on near 30 hours total now in this game, and I'm level 26. Granted, I know I hit level 28 and it just didn't save, so I'm wondering if you have to make it a point to save your company. Like, where is it at? Like, you go to here, company, view company. Yeah, I wonder if you have to hit this, and I didn't do that when I was at level 28. But I did make my own company logo, ASR Extractors, digging the foundation for tomorrow. I don't know, I just wrote something and put in a couple of random icons. Thought it was kind of cool. Just to have something different even though you never actually see your icon anywhere. You don't see it on the machinery or your that you're wearing, anything that the clothing that you're wearing. It's all just generic mine company clothing. It almost looks like a convict outfit, like a prison suit. Bright orange. but because I play it first person, I don't see that either. So even if they did put it on your back or on your gear, on your person, I still wouldn't see it. So unless they put it on the sides of the machines, allow you to put the company logo on the machines, it doesn't do any good. I'll never see that logo. So I'm sure they've got plans for usage of it in the future. I just don't know what that is for now. The only things I know it's coming is the smelter's coming, the automatic smelter that we can hook up with conveyors. Coal plant, I think, is coming, and pipes, so we can hook up water and stuff to our sluices and asphalt and stuff, which will be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to the automated smelter so that I don't have to hand feed that smelter all the time. I'm a big fan of automating things. I mean, I understand doing the handwork, grunt work, early on to get there, but I much prefer automating as much as I can because it's just more fun. It's fun to build the machines to automate stuff in factories that way. Obviously, because of that, I enjoy games like Factorio. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that that's the one thing I finished. Was I did the Lazy Bastard run to get Lazy Bastard achievement, where you can only hand build so many units, so many items. I think it's like 111 or something max, and it's a slow process. Not being able to hand build anything, only be hand building the very minimum. So basically, once you got to build, you can only hand build just enough to get automation running. Yeah, just enough to do that, and it is slow having to use an assembler to build everything. From early on, because early on you're always crafting, you're always building stuff in your inventory, and if you're not, it's going to take you forever. So it's ABCs, man. Always be crafting. And I got a box elder bug. I'm going to say hi. Where did you come from? I'm going to feed you to my chameleon. Yeah, so always be crafting. So same thing with these. You always want those things going as much as possible if you're going to be utilizing this kind of gameplay. If you're going to be, making it to where you've got to actually fabricate everything, fabricate your steel blocks, fabricate your concrete blocks. Make sure those are always running, because if they stop, it's like wasting time. It's time that's not been used to the most efficient thing. However, it really doesn't matter. As long as you're having fun, do what you want. So, if you want to be efficient, always be crafting. It's just kind of a general rule of thumb anyway. Which I know is a terrible phrase. But ooh, I've been talking a lot. I'm not used to talking this much. Then we have to get back into work up. Getting used to speaking all the time. Whoa! Don't tip over! Don't tip over! Woo-hoo-hoo. One of these days, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna end up tipping over, and we're already back up to 50 grand after buying this. So, even starting out, hardcore, everything's a little more expensive. You get a lot less money for your items, from what I understand. I know the interest rate is higher, but I haven't taken any loans out. I haven't needed to. Maybe if you have more people, you would need to. But even starting from zero, it would suck because of the... I don't know if I could fully start from zero, just because of that pickaxe. Oh, that slow pickaxe. I don't think I can handle that. It's too slow. I understand starting out slow, but it's mind-numbing, boring slow. And a game is supposed to be fun. For me. Maybe, some people like that. To me, it's not a challenge so much as it's just frustrating. I don't have the time to play that long and not get anywhere. I need to get some progress. But after only a few hours, ultimately, I've already got the biggest loader I can before level 45. And a second loader, technically. I could have gotten this even earlier if I'd sold my other one. So, it doesn't take much to make money in this game. That's why the challenge is to make everything for me this time. That's why I'm not just buying concrete and buying the steel. I've got to make it all, and that's the challenge it is. So that's what's actually going to take time, is any project I want to build and make, if I need... I gotta fabricate the items. Yeah. Ooh, that's haters. Whoa, tipping over. That's getting rough. Why is that? I'm never very good at keeping... I see the other guys, just scooping smoothly, and they don't even use GPS. It's crazy. And then I come along, and I'm just digging holes everywhere, even with GPS. Oh, is that... Alright. Let's flatten some of this out so it's not so rough and be a nightmare to get through. Almost, yeah, actually, technically I do have a... Yeah, I've already opened it up. This could be the start of the road here. Never actually used the asphalt machines. I could actually build an actual asphalt road and everything. That'd be kind of cool. Question is, to where? So I need to go prospecting or something and go find an iron mine. What happened here? Did I just not dig that out, or did I spill? I don't know. That's weird. Okay, are those guys still going? They are. Is this guy still going? It is not. Hey, look at that. Okay, so we have... Wait, why do we only have 81 of those? No. I need 19 more. Wood beams. That'll give me 100, and then I can make another 50 wood floors. Oh, it's because I made wood blocks, didn't I? I must have. I had to. I don't know what's going on. Oh well. Where to next? I mean, I guess some people find this cathartic, just watching the digging process. I guess that's something you enjoy. This is probably working out great for you. Depending on how my voice is, if it's annoying or if it's soothing, depending on how it comes across to your ears, maybe people can fall asleep to this. The soothing sounds of mining, the occasional dirt dropping. I don't know if that's soothing. Sounds scratchy. A big hole into that one. So, really, did I start separating stuff more? Did I start... So, problem with the wash plant is the ores go through it, so does the dirt. You can't really separate the dirt and the ores elsewhere. Like, if I want the ores to go into storage, but the dirt to be sold, not really a way to do that I know of. Oh, maybe there's another machine. What's the... Is it the trommel? What happens if you put a trommel after a wash plant. Let's see, not buildings, factory, production, trommel. So dirt and pay dirt come out the one side, and all the ores, gold, diamond, ruby, silicon. Oh, so yeah. So if you put a trommel after the wash plant, you can then separate the ores. All this stuff can go into a storage bin, and these can go be sold. Should be pay dirt coming after it because the wash plant already should be converting all the pay dirt. Shaker screen separates the coal. Maybe put that first to get the coal, blasted rock, and crushed rock separated. Send everything else through the wash plant. After the wash plant, throw a trommel. And yeah, so, and then after this, well, the trommel already pulls the coal out, right? So do we want the coal first? Dirt and pay dirt. Do we need multiple trommels to really dig it all out? If you put the trommel first, you'll get all the ores out, and you can throw that into storage. But what if, I mean, oh, look at it, it's foggy. Oh, that's bright. Sorry for your eyeballs. This guy's still cooking? Oh, yeah. Now we want those. And then more wood beams. We'll turn those into wood blocks. These guys still cooking? Yep. Right now, we're just turning the pay. We're just getting pay dirt. Not. Whoa! Too far. Too far. Those are rubies. So the next thing is diamonds. This one is on silicon. So next one is gold. Whoa, 47 minutes. That's gonna take a while. Okay, I need to get another one of those. I need to get a bigger building, bigger platform. Building the platform is the challenge, not the money to buy the stuff. The production of capabilities of building everything. I really want to get into concrete. That means we really need to find rock and iron. Do we just dynamite into the wall and see if we can find some? I mean, we got the money. Prospecting, right? With explosives. Dramite. Let's get 20 of those. Buy one of those. I don't want to destroy this because that's all paying. But go that way. I mean, I know I'm blowing up some pay dirt here. There's a lot of pay dirt back here. I guess pay dirt's not really but really? Not even rock? Just dirt? There's some. Okay, what is that? That is blasted rock. Okay, so we can get gravel out of that, which means we can get iron out of it. Sweet. Okay. Good Lord, look how deep we have to go to get to it. That's nuts. Okay, that's going to take some time. I wonder if we should go down. We can't make any concrete right now, so we got to be careful with what we do. Got a nice round hole that we got to now make square. Come on. Come on. Fill up your bucket. Thank you. Oh. Oh. And I think I just collapsed it. That was interesting. Well, we got our way out over here for our future road. That's a lot of pay dirt I got to go through, so I'm going to get a bunch of rubies and diamonds and gold and all that stuff. Oh, no. Did I go too far down? I did. Why does that... I put it at the level of the floor. Wow. This is a pretty good storm. I'm glad I'm inside my tractor. Inside the loader here, because holy crap. That sky is angry. Whoa. Apparently I pissed off Mother Nature by blowing a hole in her. Using dynamite. So the question now is, do I dig that out to get to the rock, or do I just use more Dramite and blow a hole all the way back that we can then drive in at the same time? No, because I don't need... Money isn't an issue anymore. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's very easy to make money in this game. You just need to process the ores, separate them a little bit, and refine them, and yeah, gold, all that stuff. It just takes time. That's the thing. If you're willing to put in the time, making money is very easy. I mean, just like real life, right? If you're willing to put in the time to make money, you can make money pretty easily overall. Supposedly. I'm not all the greatest at it, I guess. I do it alright, I guess, but so yeah, you're willing to put in the time, money's easy. So at this point, we need to get the items so that we can progress with our projects, which includes, well, I do need to get some money because I got to be able to build the new factory. I need to be able to get the trommel. Oh, that was cool. Seeing the lightning strike over there. This game just, you know, say what you want about this game. It's fucking pretty. This is cool. He didn't have to put in weather effects like this. This is neat. You could have just put basic rain in, but no, you got lightning flashing around. The fact that I can just look around, he's got this programmed into it to be able to utilize my eye tracker. That's crazy. This is a pretty impressive game. Especially if you know programming at all. He's put a lot of work into this. And a lot of little things that you didn't need to do that just add to it, add to the ambiance, add to the enjoyment of the game. That's pretty cool. And no, he didn't sponsor me. Like I said, I'm not even sure what his name is, but I bought this with my own money. Bad thing is, I think I bought it right after a sale, so I didn't even get it on sale. Paid full price for the damn thing. Oh well, it full price was like $25, so I mean I'm not a fan of the $70 games. It's crazy to me because I very rarely get full use out of a game. I guess if I paid. I'm afraid there's a lot of games that I've bought and I play for 5 minutes or less. A lot of times I've played, not touched several games that I've bought. Thinking, yeah, that looks like fun, and then I just never end up playing. which sucks. So I wasted a lot of money doing that. Luckily it's been mostly purchases when they're on sale or in bundles. So I've never paid full price for a game unless I knew I would at least enjoy it some enough to play it. So, like this one, I looked at it when it was, a long time ago or very early on, and the idea of it intrigued me a lot. I was like, oh, that's cool. But everything I seen was the Cocoa Puffs, and I really didn't like the dirt mechanics of the Cocoa Puffs. I'm like, that just looks terrible. You got this beautiful scenery, you got all this realistic looking everything else, and then you got little round balls for dirt. It's like, it was super off-putting for me, and that's the main reason why I never bought it before. But then seeing Splitsy and then play it, and I was like, oh, hey, they don't have the little balls anymore. And I guess they're called Cocoa Puffs. I've watched some other videos, and that's what they talk about. They talk about the Cocoa Puffs. And yeah, this is so much better. Wait, where am I don't need this over here. What am I doing? I need to get that way. Fuck, I'm getting distracted again. Squirrel! Keep squirreling out. I'm just digging. Moving dirt. Whoa! Didn't turn enough yet. Didn't I put it in front? Lower gear yet. We're getting a ton of pay dirt out of this, so ultimately money's definitely not going to be a problem. It's just going to take time to process it all. Probably going to need some more sluice gates and smelters. Still a little bit of dirt in my bucket that didn't come out for some reason. Okay. I don't know why I can't square off that corner. It keeps just tilting on me as I go toward it instead of digging it out before I get to it. Even though the bucket's in front. Come on. Where's my wood floors are done yet? Let's go find out, shall we? Hello. They are. Cool. Where did I get? Oh, right. For now, we'll just sell the blasted rock. It's not going to sell for much, but eh. Okay, let's send this guy out and see where we're up to. Actually, we're not doing too bad. We got a hole there to cover up. Oops. I mean, I guess it still needed to go there, right? Alrighty. Smacky smack smack. Whackity whack-a-mole. Move this off a little bit. Our edge over here. Guess we need to drive down that way again. Alrighty. Smack smack. Smackity smack smack. Waka waka waka. Alright, that's better. That's nice and smoothed out now. Continue on toward our blasted rock so that we can get... How high does this go? Whoa! You can get quite a bit up there, huh? Oh. Got dirt falling on us. Oh, that pissed off the game. Oh, we had some stuttering there. Wow. Not happy at all on that one. That was interesting. That still... Oh, we got a hell of a outcrop here. Let's see if we can get that. Yeah, we can. It's still there? Oh, we just moved it. Forward, forward. Forward march. You know, I wonder if I could just put, like, get some music or something and just do a time lapse of all this. That would be interesting. You don't need to hear me gabbering on. Just time lapse it and music it and zip 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 zip. Of course, in first person, time lapse might be nauseating. Time lapses are best when viewed from afar or above. I guess I could get a drone. I'd have to get another account, huh? Do that. Play multiplayer. Oh, good. It is not liking something over there. Every time I take a high bucket over here, it struggles. Which it shouldn't. I have a 3080. I mean, I know it's not the best card, but it's still a pretty good card. 3080 RTX? Yeah, 3080 RTX. It's a pretty strong card still. 32 gigs of RAM, plenty of RAM. No more than I'm using, I guarantee. Did I hit that coal again? That's alright. Fuel low already. I'm not a fan of how quickly these machines run out of fuel on hardcore. Everything else about the hardcore I'm perfectly fine with, but the fuel, I mean, I understand it. It makes sense. It's not something that should be changed. It's just, you know, complaining about fuel prices. Fuel suck. The fuel prices suck. I mean, I drive a 3500 diesel. Fuel prices suck. 1 ton diesel. Oh, nope. Still further back. I don't care if we drive a little Toyota Tercel or something. Fuel prices suck. Much higher than they should be. But that's a different story. We're playing video games. I guess I don't really need to make it this wide, huh? I do kind of need to make it somewhat wide so that I can maneuver a little bit. Whoa, why do I keep turning or changing directions too early? I didn't grab shit, did it? Let's try that again. There we go. That was a better bucket load. Much better. I need some music just playing right now. I'm just walking out to the music. I don't know. Pick your favorite genre. Have it playing in the background while we're just digging away at our mine. Going for some gravel, well, blasted rock, which will turn into gravel, and then turn into some iron ore and concrete, ultimately. I mean, just the pay dirt alone is probably going to give us enough money to buy all the production that we're going to need. I'm going to need some more power. I'm going to need a lot more conveyors. Hey, some of that collapsed into our bucket. How convenient. Gave us a little extra. We're going to come away with like half a bucket load. Get a high bucket here. Oh, earthquake! I don't think that was actually programmed in the game. It's just twitching. That collapsing is making my PC struggle, apparently. I wonder if it's getting... my video card's getting hot. I've been having some issues with some overheating, I think, lately when I play like Helldivers 2. It's the only game that's done it to me so far on. But that is probably the most taxing game I play, video-wise. I play at 4K, so I've got a 32-inch monitors that I play on. And I can't watch YouTube at 1080p. It just looks fuzzy to me. It's not high definition enough. I need minimum 2K, preferably 4K. And so that's what I play at. I play at, 3600 by 2180 or whatever it's at. And which I don't know if that's technically only 2K. Maybe that's why 2K looks okay to me still. But 1080p is fuzzy. It looks terrible. Which, unfortunately, is what Twitch forces you at, 1080p. Even though I'm recording in higher resolution. Actually, I don't know. Does it give me 2K? You guys tell me. Is it fuzzy? Honestly, I don't remember what I had the settings at. Was there an option to stream in 2K on Twitch? I know YouTube does. YouTube's got better resolution, but it also has a higher delay. The delay on Twitch is lower, but there's better resolution on YouTube. And maybe I'll figure out how to stream on both simultaneously eventually. That'll be pretty cool. Oh, why? I need to figure out why that side will not go down. I need to dig down into that right side so that I can drive in the straight. Oh, that worked. I pulled myself forward to the bucket. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's get aimed up here. And charge. Come on, get it. Did that flatten that out some? Kind of. Not really. Are those still going? They are. Basically, I'm just gonna where are we at on the wood? Because that's our foundations right now to build everything. Oh, we're still got 13 minutes left on that. And I guess got 1,000 gold ore. Good lord, we're getting a lot of pay dirt in here. Cool. These big buckets make quite a bit of a difference. Okay, diamond and ruby ore go in. It's currently producing diamonds. So we'll go to rubies. 637. Wow, that's going to take a while. Go ahead and pull all those out. This is currently producing gold. So our next is all the silicon. Silicon? How do I do that? Silicon? and do a 999 gold, because that's a full stack. How long is that going to take? 99 minutes, an hour and a half, over an hour and a half, almost an hour and 40 minutes to cook all that. Oh, I need to get some more going. Almost 8 grand in diamonds, 22 grand in rubies. Wow, very nice. Silicon's at 3,800 and 47, almost 48,000 in gold. Yeah, told you, money's not an issue anymore. Wow. And all of that is just from this area. I've just dug out a chunk of the mountain right here. And I've got 180,000. I got 2 loaders totaling, what, near 300,000 between the two? Loaders. So I got this one, which is 234, and that one, which is 78. So yeah, a little over 300,000 between the two. And all this other stuff. So yeah, money is not hard to make in this game. The challenge is what you make it. If you, like what I'm trying to do of not buying anything. Like when I was playing in the Arctic one, I was just buying all the concrete. And I was building this deep platform down into the mountain, and it was just, I just made so much money that straight up buying concrete wasn't that big a deal. Obviously, it's a lot cheaper to make it, but it's also a lot more time consuming. At the time was more valuable than the money I was making in the game. So this one, I have specific goals, so it is going to take time, but that's kind of the point, is to enjoy the journey this time. So I guess we journey together. If anyone decides to join me in this adventure. Alright, get it, yeah, overload. I'm going crooked. Don't tip over, don't tip over. Whee. What? Yeah. Right. Oh, great. We got a bot. Cheap viewers, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I should watch some tutorials on how to stream. At least it's not. It's just, it's annoying. It's not really hurt anything, I guess. Do people really pay for viewers? Isn't that defeat the purpose? Isn't the point is to have the viewers so that Twitch pays you? That just doesn't make any sense to me that stuff exists. And dumb. Maybe they're trying to like kickstart their channel or something, so they buy viewers to so other people can see, oh, there's people watching this video. Well, eventually viewers come, right? You just, as long as you're entertaining. That's the question. Am I entertaining? Am I useful? Am I teaching you anything? I don't know. It's for you to decide. But I'm not going to be buying gear. That's just... It's like the gold farmers on like MMOs and stuff. It's just... It's like the scum of the gaming world. Scalpers of the gaming world. Scalpers. You provide a valuable service. No, you provide a middleman that increases costs for no reason. Nobody likes you. Go away. Not a fan of scalpers. Okay, let's see what kind of dent we... Oh, we just put a big hole in that one. Whoops. That was way too low. I might need to actually fill that in. Is it starting to rain on me again? Yes, it is. The one weird thing about the weather that I noticed is... Oh, actually it's not doing it now. Maybe they fixed it. I was in my mine in the Arctic one, and it was snowing inside. Actually, it was raining inside sometimes, too. Maybe he fixed it, because it's not raining in here now. Oh. Oh, it is raining here. But not here. Okay. Maybe it's just it's windy. At a really big angle. We'll just go with that. I wonder if there's enough space above you that it kind of like cancels it out or something. Maybe that's why it was raining inside there. Because I had that hole dug pretty good cavern in there. So that was probably why it was raining inside the mine. How did I go so deep right here? This is weird. What the heck happened there? Got a beak. I need to get some dirt and just stick it in that hole. Get out of this rain. Is there dirt over here? Yeah. See if that filled in our hole. Did, and then some, it looks like, but that's okay. We can always smooth it out and then just take off the top layer if we need. But that makes it to where we don't have this big hole that we gotta drive through. We just play whack-a-mole for a bit. Waka waka. What the hell? That? That's a different color. What is that? Pay dirt. That's still just pay dirt. Huh. Is that falling on me? Am I about to get buried? Interesting. I should probably take a scoop out of this wall just to clear up that coal vein there. There we go. Clearly, there's coal in here. Coal in our hills. It is rainy today. It's our second storm of the day. An angry sky. So angry. Name that city. Or city. Fuck. Name that movie. I guess it could be possibly multiple movies, but 10 points if you guess the one that I was thinking of. Question is, how would you know? There's no one here to guess. Oh, that was cool. Big fan. This would actually be kind of fun to do in real life, in the rain. Like that, watching thunderstorms out in the middle of the wilderness, digging into the mountain. Or better yet, just sitting on your porch watching the thunderstorm, drinking some whiskey or tea, coffee, whatever you like. That would be nice. Maybe have a little fireplace, keeping warm. Really, I could probably keep this fairly low, just get back there to that rock, and then we'll take whatever funds we have at that time, whoops, bash our hopper around, and build out our production facility. The rain stopped. Still got 5 more of those. There's actually a lot of gold in our hills. Oops. Put silicon in there, didn't I? Still gotta wait for those. 2 diamonds. Silicon and gold. $10,000 in diamonds. Got a little bit of pay dirt. $6 in pay dirt and 18 grand in gold. Alright. We're almost to the rock. Then we can turn into gravel. And probably some iron ore using the floater, frother. And then turn that into iron ingots, which can then be turned into barrels, get water. Gravel can be turned into cement, and then the cement and the water can be turned into concrete blocks. And we can stop driving around on wood. It still seems like it's a long way off, because that's a lot of steps still. I need to turn this into a multiplayer server and get some people to join me. I don't think any of my friends have the game yet, though. Or most of them probably wouldn't care for this type of game. A lot of them play faster paced stuff in simulators. Then, oh, there goes the lights again. Every now and then I spin my wheel and my finger hits the button. Amusing how often it's that button that gets hit, not the other side. If you have a G29, I've got my lights mapped to L3 and L2. So L3 is these lights, L2 is the beacon. And yeah, it's crazy that sometimes when I spin, that's what I just dug a big hole, didn't I? Nope, put that back. I don't want a big hole. I'm gonna try and smooth that out now. What? Nope, it collapsed on me. It's still a hole. Fuck. Alright, we gotta go fix that. I don't wanna have to drive through a hole every time. Ay. I think the wood only needed like 40 some odd seconds anyway, so that's probably done anyway. We can start making, yep, start making foundations. 32 of them. Okay, well that'll get us pretty decent setup for our production line, which we'll probably have to do next time. It's kind of getting late. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll be helping my mom charge some batteries for her golf cart thing. I guess her batteries have all died on her. And then I'll be going to hang out with some friends tomorrow. We'll see if any of them are interested in playing Out of War in the future together. Be okay with streaming it. We shall see. You guys have probably noticed me getting more tired. I am usually actually asleep. Oh wow, the sun's out. Hello. Oh. Jesus. Just jump straight up on top of the big old loader. I mean, look at this game. It's beautiful. It's a pretty game. Anyway. But it's also one of those games you're like, ah, just a few more scoopfuls. 3 hours later, ah, crap. Well, there's something else under here, because it's darker. Oh, it's that dirt that I put in there, huh? Dumbass. I was tricking myself with the dirt that I used to fill in the hole. Keep turning too early. I've gotten deeper in there, and I'm not backing out far enough yet anymore. That's funny. Oh, I'm already getting low on fuel again. Good thing all these buckets of pay dirt and coal and stuff is paying for all the fuel. So I need to back straight up for a little bit and then turn. Yeah, I could look behind me. I actually see where I'm going. Obviously in real life I would do that. But I know there's no one around. And so there's no real reason for me to... Now if you walk behind a loader, you're kind of an idiot anyway. I deserve to get squished. But pay attention to what's going on around you. Watching a video earlier. The guy walking out of some building. And there was someone in an upstairs window filming this goose that's just hanging out in the parking lot. And this guy just comes walking out, completely oblivious to what's around him, staring at his phone. And walks right up. Oh, fuck. Oh, God damn it. We tipped over. Oh, son of a bitch. Come on, get back up. Whee! Oh, riding cowboy. Hey, we got back up, but now we got a great big hole. Over again, aren't I? Whee! Okay. Anyway, he come walking out, staring at his phone, ended up walking up right next to the goose before he even thought about looking around. And of course the goose was pissed because he was right next to it, so it started chasing him around. Oh, look at that hole I created. See, that's what happens when you tip over. Your bucket will still dig into the ground violently and create a really big hole. But if you're quick enough, you can drop your bucket down, which will help pick up your front end, and you turn into it. Like turn into the side that you're on. So since I was laying on my right side, I turn to the right, and your tires can grab and flip you back over. So you don't really do any damage, so it's okay. That I know of. I mean, maybe there's damage being done to it when you do that stuff. I mean, let's look at our inventory here. Everything's still doing alright. That's getting pretty low. I think a lot of this started at 90%. So the hose and the pump are going down, and the battery. Even the tires are still good. Ugh. All right, well, everything's fine. Nothing's broken. Continue marching toward that blasted rock. Let's see. Yep. Oh, we're gonna tip over again doing this, aren't we? No, 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 no. Back up. There's a mountain in the way. Whee! Oh, we're dumping our load early. No dumping. Gotta get it over here. Gotta make money. We got plenty of money. I'm just selling everything right now. I don't even have to make anything. Oh, we have a new viewer. Welcome, whoever you are. Howdy, howdy. Welcome to the channel. Say hi if you'd like, or just enjoy the view and the sounds, I guess. Whatever. I'm working on getting some more. Got everything still working over there. Trying to get some blasted rock so we can get the gravel so that I can start making concrete. Decided not to buy anything. I gotta make everything. At least for the foundations and stuff like that. So concrete, steel, and wood foundations. And so I had to use some dynamite, some Draymite specifically, to dig into the mountain to find some rock, just so that I can work on getting the gravel. And ultimately I can turn the gravel into some more iron ore as well, using a frother. That is our current goal, which is at the end of this tunnel. Deep inside there, that gray. We're back far enough, we can turn. That's where we're trying to get to. And then, once we get to there, I'll have to actually, I'm going to be doing my production facility here instead of just pulling out the pay dirt items and just selling everything else right now. I gotta do a lot more. Like a trommel and a sluice. Actually, I'll probably still use the sluice. But trommel to separate the other ores out. I'll need a jaw. Is it a jaw crusher and a cone crusher? Break up the rock into gravel. We're almost there. We're getting closer. Oh, I had my bucket at the wrong angle. Didn't do very good. Let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Ooh, we're out. And then more fun begins. We're definitely going to need more power than that too. Is it raining again? It's a really rainy day today, apparently. I wonder if the lightning's going to come back again. We can get to the corner here. Yep, there we go. Good bucket. Yep, it's raining again. Very rainy today here in the forest. Hopefully the audio's alright. I haven't had any feedback, so none of the viewers gone. So apparently I wasn't entertaining enough. It is what it is. Maybe they were hoping to learn something, and I'm just digging at the moment. I should probably end the stream here soon. I'm tired. Want to at least get to the rock though, and then we can start the next stream building out the production line and getting the gravel and all that stuff looking. Maybe get some more smelters and what are they called? Sluices, the water. Fuck, I can't think of the name of them now. Get more of those hand units going to produce diamonds and rubies faster. I need about probably 3 smelters on gold. All the pay dirt that I'm getting. Get 1 on silicon, and then I should probably dedicate 1 to iron once that starts coming in, just so that we can have iron cooking. And then 1 for everything else. Maybe just 2 for gold. So we have 1, 2. Actually, silicon could probably go with the lithium and aluminum, copper. Because those right now, I'll just be selling. Oh, that'd be good to keep the copper because I'm going to need to produce electronic parts or something. What would be really cool is if they, in the future, they make it to where you can actually build your own machines. Like, maybe the biggest machines, or the best machines or something, you actually have to manufacture or something. That'd be... I guess that'd be a different game. This is a mining game, not a vehicle facility plant. So you can build all the equipment, but not all of it breaks down, so obviously I'm sure they'll have reasons for that in the future, and maybe more of the stuff will break down in the future. Definitely need to watch a training video or something on how to use Twitch so I can moderate that stuff better. Get rid of this stupid spam crap. You'd think that as a, I'm logged in my Surface here as me doing the Stream Manager. You'd think I'd be able to moderate my own chat. Whoa, I'm screwing up the thing again, aren't I? Probably. Maybe I gotta log in as a moderator? I don't know. How does that work? Streaming and moderating your own thing at the same time. Being logged in on 2 different machines. I mean, OBS is doing this one, so does that count as a login? And I guess it does, obviously, because you're streaming using it. I don't know. I'm new to this. I don't know what I'm doing. Computer seems to be handling the recording pretty well. How many hours have I been at this? A couple hours again, so probably another 10 gig file. Hopefully, I got the sound fixed this time. And I can just straight upload it to YouTube. Because it's not going to make a lot of sense and starting out straight into episode 2. But episode 1's a silent film. Me too. Probably, I need a second account, but it might be kind of worth it to... Let's see if we can find the game on sale again. doing a second account to it so I can get like drone shots or something, and do time lapses that way. That would be pretty cool. And then would I be able to stream that part? How would that work? It would have to be on a separate computer. I don't think they would like one person double streaming, or double dipping. Even if it's just, but if it's just for second monitor, how would that work? I need a whole nother, I would need a third machine to do the capture. And have both machines feed into that. And then I could like switch between the scenes of which one to capture. Which capture. That'd be kind of cool. But that seems like it takes a lot of computers, and I've got one. Well, and I've got this old Surface Pro, what was it, 4? Like 7 generations old. It couldn't handle this game. And it doesn't have enough video power to do capture and encoding. So that wouldn't work. Here's my server. It's not very powerful either. An old one. And it's only got 12 gigs of RAM, so even running the game it might struggle. It doesn't have a video card, not really. Just enough to display Windows UI. Oh, turned too early again. Back into the mountain. All the way over here. Good, I gotta refuel anyway. Soon, so maybe I'll back up this way. Sharper, refuel. We're almost to the rock. Getting there. A long journey. Actually, the first time I played this game, I was playing on the Scandinavia map because it just looks the coolest from the little preview windows that it gives you at the beginning. And I ended up losing that save. I don't know what happened. One of the times I tried to save, it said it couldn't save and it all corrupted or something, and I lost it. Next time I logged in, it was just gone. Lost everything. But I wasn't really very far on it anyway. I only played for a couple hours. That's when I started the Arctic one, because that one I hadn't even seen anyone play. So I thought that might be kind of cool. And there's not a tree inside on that thing. Oh, did we get some grit blasted rock with that one? Oh, losing half our load on the way out. But that one would be harder to do this with because you couldn't build foundations at first. Because you can't get wood. So I did actually start out just buying my wood foundations because I mean, I can just stick the machines in the ground. I don't have to have a foundation. I just like the looks of the foundations. We gotta smooth some of that out. It's getting pretty rough in there. Screwed up. Oh, hello, tire. Screwed up on a couple of my bucket loads here. But we're pretty much to it. A couple more scoops and I'll be satisfied enough. Call it good. Get to our gravel. This is the blasted rock. We may have to use some dynamite to break it up. We'll see how much we can dig out with just the loader. And until it stops us from being able to dig it. Then we'll have to blow it up and muck it out. Okay. Yeah, it's still going. Oh, fuck up the ground right already. God. First scoop back in after all that effort to smooth it out. I have to dig into the floor again. Aye, silly, silly. I'll have to start using second gear here soon. Oh, what? Oh, whoa, what the? Okay, I guess I just tip over. Oh, my bucket's full. What the hell? Okay, the ceiling is already too hard right there for me to dig. Oh wow, that was crazy. And rather than just stopping me from digging into it, it tips me over because the phantom force is involved. That was crazy. Still got a bucket out of it, which probably put a big hole on the other side of the thing. Let's try again to scrape the ceiling. Keep it forward. Okay, that one worked, but that was also further back. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's because it started further back. The other one was just a glitch. I don't know. Let's find out. Almost got our mine back far enough to redo the processing plant. Get a scoop on this side. Oh, we got a doom voxel there fucking with us. Turn, turn. Don't run into the fuel tank. Okay, let's see if we can scrape the floor a bit. Oh, we got cave in. Dirt falling on us. What's happening? Gonna have to shore up the walls here soon. Oh, look at that. So that's what you can use the steel mesh to shore up walls and ceiling, which is pretty cool. But I'm a ways away from getting all that material because I gotta build steel. And I haven't even found iron yet. For me to be able to make enough steel to build that stuff, I need to find, oh. Yeah, that's not gonna let me dig into that dirt up there. That's too compact. But yeah, I need to find actual iron ore, or I'm just not going to be able to produce enough steel. Because I can get some iron to start working on the concrete, but it's because I'm just going to be using it for the barrels for the water. And that doesn't take as much, I don't think. But trying to get enough iron to produce a bunch of steel, I guess we'll make it eventually, right? We get a... Oh, probably do it. To the blasted rock, aren't I? I need to... Question is, am I to it enough to consider the stream done? The goal is an arbitrary amount, close enough. Let's go a little faster. Oh yeah, that was definitely blasted off. Whoa, turn! Second gear is a lot faster than first gear. And that's... I should probably set down... Okay, yeah, we're definitely going to blast it off. We're to the gravel options. Whoa! Oh yeah. In fact, shut that off. Keep this blasted rock in here. Take that out. Get that out? Nope. Alright, we'll consume the pay dirt. Go ahead and send the rest through. All the pay dirt through, but we'll keep the blasted rock because we want to turn that into gravel. Select all of this. That should be through now. Go ahead and shut these machines down. I don't know why, but I like to... Oops. Shut everything down when I quit for this. It's like I'm going home for the day. So shut stuff down. Those are done. These I'll just keep running though. I'm not going to pull everything out of these. Diamond ore, ruby ore. Creating rubies now, I think. So, queue up diamond. It's a little more obvious what we're creating. Ton of gold. Holy crap. Just full stacks of gold. Take a while. Well, so what we had grand there, 28, nice. Grand there. That will be keeping. Let's run on up to the Firewatch Tower. And that's where we'll leave you at. I'll leave our mine behind. Going home. Guess home is the Firewatch Tower. Thinking I should probably get the DLC so I can actually make it look like a home, huh? All the decorations. Go climbing up here. And be done for the night. In our empty Firewatch Tower. Guess I'm sleeping on the floor. Well, it's been fun. I'm out. See you guys next time. I should probably make sure we save that. Save that. And save that. Okay. Now it'll be gone. Okay. Bye-bye.